To have a country free of corruption, a country's citizens' rights must all be equal to in the first place. People must feel comfortable giving their opinions with the government simply stopping it by censoring it. In South Africa, the death of Nelson Mandela has led to the downfall of many rights and privileges of the South African people in the last couple of years. South Africa has dropped 10 places from 42nd to 52nd on the list of corrupt countries. The freedom there was stopped and seems to be going on a steady downward spiral. The corruptness and infringement of the freedoms in South Africa should be stopped because it is a growing country and can easily be seen flourish if the problems dissipate. The rights being violated at the moment are the freedoms of expression. The citizens are not able to speak their minds without being censored, which does not work well with the corrupt government that is South Africa. Without being able to speak their minds, the government will not be able to improve. Ranked 42nd, they dropped 10 places from last year. This problem is important because it helps a more civilized African country become a solid and balanced country. Also, it's an example for African countries. During history, there has been a variety of problems as well as some high points. During Nelson Mandela's period of greatness in the government, there were many improvements, like stopping a lot of the violence going on in much of the country. Before this, however, there was much discrimination between the white and black people, causing much disturbance. The most effective tool to help resolve this problem could be to simply continually approach the government about their problems. This could work well because it could help bring new outside information from foreign countries, as well as being accompanied by random citizens who can talk about specific problems as well as problems for the general population. Having the government hear their ideas non-stop could eventually have them change the way that they are governing. There have not been many groups that have approached them, but having the government become fully aware of the population's specific problems could very well be the key to making it a successful nation. But the important thing is that there have at least been some organizations rather than none at all. If there have been no organizations that have approached them, then the whole different approach would have to be taken. There's still a lot of problems in the government which would pass down to the population. Because of the repetition, I think that the government would be forced to see what was going on in the outside groups, as well as groups created by the citizens were constantly protesting for change. If the changes were met and the censorship as well as corruption was taken care of, I think that it would help South Africa flourish. A steady government could stop more crime as well as be able to take care of its people's needs by knowing what they wanted and lifting many of their censorships. If everyone was able to speak their minds about what they thought and be able to be heard, any country could become strong and united.